Hello viewers, welcome to CodeForAny. Fruit Market Flutter's admin apps inside. Today we need to see this here the admin parts. We need to develop this here the my accounts UI. We need to start here and inside we need to making here the main categories add, update, deletes and list UI. We need to develop here. First of all, we need to create here the new screens. Now we need to go inside here the admins and to create here the new folders. Inside creates here the new folder like here and to give this here the my account folders like this creates. Now need to create here the new files and to give this name here admin my account tab account underscore tab dot view tab screen dot charts. Now we need to find out here inside this UI my account tab screens. Now need to copy here and we need to paste here, and now we need to change this here the screen name admin my account tab screens like this sets here, and we need to setting here the icons. Now here the remove here the unused codes we need to remove here. First of all, we need to remove here the my cards no needs. So need to clean here. Admin inside not gets here my orders. Also need to needs here my favorite notes here's ratings refer friends help and no needs other things like here's. And now first we need to create here the my orders inside. We need to making here the categories main category like here's, and we need to set this here the order to like this set sheets like we need to configurations for this UI, and we need to set this here. Now need to write down here the admin dot gmails now static sets here, and to write down here the shop owner need to set here, and then afterwards we need to removing here the screen not past years. Also need to log out here, and we need to save here. Need to set here the type 2, and we need to create here the main tab view, and we need to write down here the admin main tab view screens not main admin my tab account screen, and save here and look like this here the showing here for this UI, and set here the main categories. Need to talk about this page, this category list of the managing inside the server sites. That's why I need to creating here the main category. You need to set here. Now need to go inside here the main accounts, and inside this click events you need to write down here. Need to first of all the create here the new file, and we need to give this here the admin main category list underscore screen dot dots like this creates here, and we need to go inside here the UI my account screens. Need to copy this data here, and we need to paste here sir here main categories, and now need to send this here change this here the titles main category like here. So need to set here, and we need to create here the new files main category row dot dots like this creates here the row, and we need to go again and to copy this here the my accounts row, and we need to paste this here, and now we need to change this here the name main categories row like this sets, and we need to pass this here the objects. Need to not here the needs here the image we need to clean here image parts we need to clean, And then after, so need to another things, so need to unused code, so need to removing here, so need to expand here sized box, set here this expand like here, clean here, and to set this here the titles, and making here the buttons, need to creating here the row. One is delete, and two buttons need to put here the edit. First one is the edit like here, and to set this here the primary text, and another is the remove delete like here, and set here the color dot red, colors red like here, and we need to set here the blue colors for the colors dot blue like this sets here. And one more things, we need to active inactives switch, we need to write down here switch, and we need to set this value by default, need to set here the true, and we need to create here the state here is true like here. Setting like this, we need to configure for this UI and clean this here, and now we need to set this here the categories, need to setting like here. Now need to save, and also need to save here admins, and we need to change this here admin main category screens, remove unused codes, we need to removing here for the titles like here, and now need to go inside here main tab, home tabs, and we need to setting here the vegetables, then after fruits, and then after need to making here the dry fruits like this. Here the main categories now need to save here, and we need to apply this here this all things, and we need to change this here the main categories row on press event, and show like this here the UI. Now need to save here, and to configure this here the main categories, now need to go inside here the account tab settings, and we need to push these codes here, so we need to write down here the context dot push, and we need to call this here the admin main category screen list, and we need to set here the save, and now we need to click here and show like this here the UI need to set here. Now need to go this UI and make sure the configurations, we need to set here the cross access as a start, we need to set here the center, we need to remove this line of code, and this is the set inside the row here, and look like this here the show. Maybe we need to change this here the order active inactive, need to set here the end of lines like here show, and this is active inactive, and this UI like looking good here for this data, and make sure need to configure this here for this main category. Now need to put here one buttons for the add new category. UI need to develop here, so now need to go inside here the category list, and we need to create here the action buttons actions, and we need to create here the icon button, and on press event like here, and we need to set this here the icons, so need to set here the icon widget icons dots, need to set here the add like here, and we need to set this here the colors white, and like this show here for these buttons, and show like this data here, and to clicking here and set this data here. Now we need to create here the add new categories UI, we need to develop here, need to create here the new files, and to write down here the admin main category add dot dots like this, we need to write down here, and we need to set this here the stateful widgets, and to write down here admin main category ads And now need to save this here the import this Flutter materials. We need to like this sets again. So need to copy this here this scaffold like here. No needs here the actions. Need to copy this body and we need to paste these codes. Set here the scroll view, single child scroll view like yours, and create like this here the brackets, semicolons. Import this here color extensions and common extensions also imports here. Now need to write down here the add main category like this sets here. Create here the childs. Need to write down here the columns like here's and need to set here the padding. I need to set this here the paddings as a symmetric horizontals. We need to set this here the 20 and verticals also need to give this here the 20. Like we need to configure and to set here. Now this is creating here like this UI. First of all, need to open these screens on click. I need to go here this code and we need to write down here the context dot push and to call this here the admin main category ads. Need to put here this UI and we need to set like this here the UI and now need to go here ads and we need to remove this here the action. No needs this action. Need to clean here and set this here. Now need to creating here the one text fields. We need to put here for the entering here the new data and we need to also create here the buttons for the years. Now need to go inside here logins and to find out here the one text fields we need to put here and we need to set this years mobile logins and we need to set here these configurations, maybe sign up is not accounts. We need to go inside here the change address screen and we need to copy this here this single side scroll and set like this text fields and change copy this column is good. Now need to go against here the category heads. Need to write down here the these columns we need to replace and we need to set here the round text fields like here's remove these here's and imports here the here's and we need to set this here the flag final bool is edit like this here's and import this here's parameters remove here required and by default we need to set this here the false like this sets and now we need to write down here the titles if widgets is edit means here the edit category main category like this titles here set and also need to change here the button and we need to set this here the main category name and set here paste these conditions and we need to write down here the update and here add like this creates and to save these years is edit flags. We need to get here the nulls. We need to fix these years, restart this app because we need to later add. That's why we need to like these errors and we need to go and we need to fix this here the button events also need to write down here on press final void callback and to write down here on edit events and final dot void callback on delete And last one is functions. Inside you need to get this here the bool on active inactive, and we need to put here's for this formula like here's, and you need to name wise you need to add these parameters, add it on delete, and you need to set here the actives like here's, need to set here's on edits, you need to write down here the event context dot push, and to call this here the admin categories add is edits, we need to by default we need to set here the true for edit functions, and we need to save this here's all things and to restart again for this app. Now we need to check here the my accounts, need to select this here the main categories, now need to click on edits, and not working these click events, we need to first of all the set here the click events main categories on edits, we need to write down here on press, and not press, so need to set here the on edit, and here so need to write down here the on delete, and change here value, and we need to write down here on active like this sets here for related to this row codings we need to put here, and now we need to click here and opening this here the main category edit UI, we need to show like here and click on add and show like this here the add UI. If you like this video, please give the thumbs up. If you're new user, so please subscribe my channels and press the notification bell icon. You can get every new video notifications and awesome content. If you have any questions, so please write down the comment sections. I will help you and sort out your issue. Everyone have a nice day. Goodbye and take care. And tomorrow need to call this here the category related to add update deletes and list API we need to calls inside tomorrow.